Here we are studying chapter number 3 of standard 7 subject science. So today we are going to study about how the fibers are formed from the wool. If you remember, in the last lecture we studied about the two types of fibers, that is the natural and synthetic fibers. In natural fiber we have two types again, that is plant fibers and animal fibers. Plant fibers we have already learned in 6th standard. Now in 7th standard we have to learn about animal fibers. So in the previous lecture I had given you the introduction of the chapter, and we also learned about which animals provide us with wool. Okay, so as we know that in this chapter we have to study about two animal fibers, that is wool and silk, right? So what we have studied in the previous lecture, let's recall. We have studied that different animals like sheep, goat, yak, rabbit, camel, etc. give us wool. Okay, and this wool is of mainly two different types. One is coarse beard hair, right, and the other is soft under hair, which is close to the skin. Okay, so different characters means different types of wool is given by different types of animals, and if particular animal is giving particular type of wool, then that is known as its characteristics. So this characteristic can be given to the particular animal by the process known as selective breeding. Selective breeding is the process in which parents are selected for special characters. Say for example, good wool quality, right? So that is known as selective breeding. Then we studied about different types of animals which give us different wool. So sheep is the main animal, as we know. The best wool which is given from the sheep is merino wool. Then we studied about different types of goats, right? The goats generally found in hilly regions like Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, we studied about mohair, a special type of wool which is given by, yes, Angora goat. Okay, and Kashmiri goat give us a very fine wool which is used to make pashmina shawls. Then we studied about various members of camel family. Camel also provide us wool, okay, and the llama and alpaca are the two members of camel family which give us the wool, and yak wool is generally familiar in Ladakh, right, and Tibet. So this is all about what we have learned in the previous lecture. Okay, so now today here we have to learn about how the fibers are made from the wool. Okay, so there are various steps by which the fibers are made. But before that we have to study about where the rearing of these animals is done in our whole country. So various states are there in which rearing and breeding of these animals are done. Breeding means, yes, reproduction means these animals give birth to their next generation, right? So that is known as breeding. Okay, so rearing and breeding is done in various states of our country. Let's see which are the states where this rearing and breeding is done. Okay, so rearing is done generally in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Punjab, etc. So there are so many states in which different animals, okay, in one state or in all the state, all the animals are not reared. Okay, but different animals are reared in different states like Punjab, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. Okay, so here what shepherds are doing? They are rearing, they are taking care of all these animals. They are giving them a good quality food and a proper shelter. And in return, these animals give them the wool. Okay, by using this wool or by selling this wool, they can earn. Right? So what these shepherds are doing? Shepherd means the people who are taking care or who rear the animals, right? So they take these animals for grazing. Grazing, we all know, grazing means to eat the grass. So these animals particularly depend on grass. As we all know, they are herbivores, right? So apart from grazing, these animals are fed on a mixture of pulses, corn, jawar, oil cakes and minerals. So oil cakes means, yes, oil cakes are the material which is left out after the oil is removed from anything. Okay, say for example various nuts, or we can say the groundnut. Okay, when groundnut is crushed and oil is removed from it, the leftover part is known as oil cakes. So apart from eating grass, these animals are also eating the mixture of pulses, corn, jawar, oil cakes and minerals. So by giving this food to these animals, they become healthy and they give us good quality of wool, right? In winter, these animals are provided with good shelter. As we all know, in winter we have very cold. Okay, so in winter they are provided with proper shelter, and in winter their food is somewhat different than the food which is given in the whole year. Okay, in the food, okay, they are given the leaves, grains and dry fodder. Okay, now you might have a question, madam, what is fodder? So fodder is nothing but the food of animals. Okay, so here we can say dry grass is given to them for eating, right? So shepherds are giving the best type of shelter and we can say the food to the animals which give them wool, right? So different animals give different types of wool, as we have already learned, right? And this wool is used to make different types of materials. Different animals provide us with different type of wool, right? And this wool is used to make different types of materials. So good quality wool is given by particular animals. If we select them for reproduction, then their next generation will give us the good quality and quantity of wool. So in many regions of India, the selective breeding technique is used to take or to get the good quality and good quantity of wool. Now to make the fibers from the wool is very long process. It involves various steps by which we can get the woolen fibers. So let's move towards our next topic, that is processing fibers into wool. So how we can make the woolen fibers from the wool? It involves mainly 6 steps. So let's see one by one. The steps are: first, sharing. Okay, this is not the sharing means we are giving to someone something, right? So this is, you can see here the spelling of it, that is sharing. shearing. Shearing means the process of removal of wool, okay, or we can say fleece of the animal, hair of the animal, along with their upper layer of the skin is known as shearing. So the process of removal of fleece, fleece means the upper layer of hair which is there on these animals, along with a thin layer of skin is called shearing. So here we are doing the shearing specifically during hot weather, means in summer we are doing. Why in summer? Because we know that in winter these animals provide this fleece because they can protect themselves. As I told you in the first lecture that wool have the small pores, and in these pores the air is trapped. And as we know, air is bad conductor of heat, so it will not allow the heat of animal's body to pass out into the environment, right? Yes. So we are doing the shearing specifically in hot weather or in summer. Shearing is done generally with the machine like razor, which we are using for shaving, okay? And yes, do remember that shearing never hurt the animal. Why? Because as we are cutting our hair, or as your fathers are doing the shaving, it will not hurt us, because the uppermost layer of our skin is made up of dead cells. That's why it will not hurt the animals, right? So shearing is the first step. Now second step is scouring. Okay, so scouring is nothing but the process of washing of this fleece along with the skin is known as scouring. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are washing the hair. Okay, why we are washing the hair? To remove dust, dirt and grease from the hair of these animals. As we know, these animals are moving from one place to another, they are grazing somewhere. So because of all these things, the dirt and dust is there on their body. Sometimes grease is also stick to their body. So removal of dust, dirt and grease is known as scouring. Generally scouring is done in the tanks, that is we can do manually, or nowadays we have machines for the process of scouring. Then third is sorting. This is not shorting, it is known as sorting. Okay, sorting means to separate, right? So in this process what we are doing, we are separating the fleece of the animals of different texture and different colors. Means on the basis of their texture, texture means either it is smooth or fine or it is rough, that is known as texture. So on the basis of the texture and on the basis of, yes, the color of the wool, we are separating the wool. For this process the wool is sent to factories for the separation, and this process is known as sorting, right? Now next process is removal of burrs. Now you may have a question that, madam, what is the meaning of burrs? So burrs are nothing but the fluffy material or fluffy fibers which are generally appeared on our sweaters when we bought new sweaters. This fluffy fibers, okay, small fluffy fibers are there on our sweater, we are just removing it, right? So whenever we have wool, this wool is also having this fluffy fibers, and these small fluffy fibers are known as burrs. So these burrs are removed and again the wool is dried, and now wool is ready to be drawn in fibers. Means we have done the main three process, okay, that is we have done with sharing, then scouring, then sorting, and the fourth one we have done is we have removed the burrs from the wool. Now the wool is dried. After drying of wool, the wool is ready to be drawn in fibers, right? So here the main process is completed. Now how fibers are drawn? So for that, first of all, before the drawing the wool into the fibers, we have to do dyeing. Dyeing means, yes, coloring. Okay, we are do coloring to these wool because the natural color of the fleece of different animals, say for example goat or sheep, is generally black, brown or white. So these are the natural color of the fleece. So we know that we are getting the sweaters and all the woolen materials in variety of colors. So these colors is applied on the wool by the process of dyeing. Okay, dyeing means coloring, right? So here what we are doing, we are coloring the material or coloring the wool. Okay, so this is the process. Now next step and the last step is rolling. Okay, so rolling is the last step in which what we are doing, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. So in this process we are straightening the fibers. We know that fibers are very fluffy, okay, and they make a bunch. So what we are doing, we are straightening the fibers and we are combing them. So as we have done straightening and combing of the fibers, then fibers are rolled into yarn. So now we have yarn with us, by which we can make the different types of woolen materials. Say for example, the long fibers are used to make sweaters, while the short fibers are used to make shawls as well as scarves, right? So this is all about what we have studied, that is how we can make the woolen yarn from the wool. Okay, so there are mainly 6 steps involved. Let's recall. First is sharing, then scouring, then sorting, then fourth is removal of burr, then dyeing, and last one is rolling. So this is all about today's lecture. In the next lecture we are going to study about the second animal fiber, that is silk. Okay, so till that, study well at home and don't go outside. Be safe. Thank you.
आभार।